It's still loading. It says that it's only live in 15 minutes. Does the live only start on the dot? You started it.
Yeah, I said it should be live.
Now it's live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to this beautiful day of rugby. We're commentating the Under-16s German Championship final between SC88 and TSV. I'm your main host, Francisco Schröter, and I'm joined by my co-host, Lyle O'Connell. How are you doing today, Lyle?
Yeah, no, I'm doing well. It's my first time watching the Under-16 Deutsche Meisterschaft, and I'm very excited.
Awesome, lovely to hear. The weather today is quite okay. We get a little bit of a drizzle before, but it looks like it's going to stay dry now, and we're very excited to see this beautiful game kicked off. I think we have two very strong opponents with 1880 and TSV, with TSV being the slight favorite, but I'm always a fan of supporting the underdog. I think, personal opinion, 1880 is going to get this thing. What's your thoughts on this?
It's looking like it's going to have to be a dogfight today, especially the weather. Maybe we see a little bit of rain, but yeah, hopefully we get an entertaining match, a very physical match. There's some big boys in the TSV team.
100%.
But yeah, I think it'll be a very interesting game. Very, very interesting game.
I think so too. I think it's going to be, as you said, physical, strong forward play, and then we have good speed on the outsides on both teams. Looking at the 1880 lineup, there's some serious speed there, but also TSV, they got some good ball runners in the back line too. Oh, yeah. So tell us a bit about yourself, Lyle, where you're from, what you're doing. Maybe a little bit of chat about you, like get the fans to know you.
I'm playing rugby for the first and seconds at 1880, and then as well as I'm coaching under 8s and under 14s. We actually had our Deutsche Meisterschaft final as well recently. Didn't go our way, but yeah, the boys gave everything, and hopefully the under 16s don't have the same story as
awesome.
us.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, I think you, if I recall it right, you lost the final very closely, and
very narrow.
We very hope that under 16 is going to break that and bring the trophy home.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Let's talk a bit about the players of 1880. There's anything in particular you're looking forward to see? Anyone who's standing out to you? Think you want to watch today, or maybe for the fans? We have the numbers here. Any numbers you'd like to watch out for?
I think Alessandro Bubi,
nickname Bubi, with the number 22 today on the pitch.
I'm hoping to see a good game from him, as well as Jack Dempsey. I'm
Jack
hoping
Dempsey,
to
our
see
10.
some great control of the game as the fly half. Hopefully he's leading the ship well. Otherwise, yeah, I think I just want to see everyone really put their hand up in terms of the physical aspect of the game. I really hope to see some good tackles, good tackle technique from both teams. Yeah, once that's all out the way, we'll see some good rugby.
Beautiful. That's amazing. I think I agree with both these players. I think also our number 3, Willem, he's gonna be a man to look out for. He's a strong tackler. South African as well. Yes,
yeah.
he's strong tackler, stock ball carrier. I think he's gonna have some nice moments today.
I think we should also pay a little bit more attention to what, I mean, we're just watching the boys warm up here, but
yes, sir.
The TSV team, I mean, yes, see, they've got some big boys, eh? They really, where these German boys, yeah, there's some big boys here.
That is 100% true. I think they somehow get a player nicknamed Big Mac every year in TSV. I think that speaks for itself. If I recall myself correctly, when I was playing under 16s, we had also an opponent that was called Big Mac.
Big Mac as
so
well.
I think that's a little bit of a tradition for them maybe, or whatever. But yeah, they have some big strong players. I think there's one player called Felix in the TSV squad, who is Felix May is his name, number 13.
I've also heard about him as well. I know he has a younger brother as well.
Exactly. So he's a very strong player to look out for. I think I look
forward to seeing it. Yes.
He's their main attacking option, and he's very, very hard to stop. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the 1880 squad is gonna handle him and like try to stop him. And,
yeah, I think it's gonna be all around who wants it more today and who's more up for that physical battle. You know,
100% agree. I think these kind of finals, all the games that was played before don't mean anything. It's, as you said, 100% spot on. It's about who wants it more.
Yeah. So yeah. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. We do have a live chat with us as well. We are monitoring it. So, yeah, feel free for the few listeners that are tuned in.
We're just seeing on the screen our backline running through their moves. We hope Jack doesn't pass these balls. And we are 10 minutes away from kickoff. There's
It's actually
pretty decent crowd here at TSV.
I was about to say it's quite a few people here watching this game.
I think Heidelberg there's always, especially in youth, there's always a few people coming out, enjoying rugby, enjoying a sausage, and just enjoying the rugby vibe.
Yeah, there's always a good crowd here, I feel, whenever I come over to TSV especially. I always hear a good crowd going on. It's nice. You got to have it.
100%.
Back home, we don't worry too much about the crowd being into the game.
Up here at
In
school
South
rugby,
Africa, yeah, it's they definitely no need to look for supporters anywhere. But it's really nice to see here in Germany the support coming out for such a big game like this for the boys. It's very important.
I think so too. I think it
important.
helps the quality of the game just to play in front of spectators.
Definitely.
So while we're on the topic, for you, as someone who played schoolboy rugby in South Africa, like what would you say is the biggest difference, the biggest competitive difference between the number 9 nation rugby at the moment and us, Germany here?
It's actually an interesting question. It's something that I've actually rarely compared because I'm coaching as well, young rugby players as well. I think Germany is very proactive with the development of rugby. Like they're consistently trying hard to develop the sport, which is good. But it's almost what I learned is you almost can't compare because for us rugby is more of a culture than a sport.
Yeah.
It's more of a, from a young age, your parents it's expectation. But then, honestly, it was really interesting to see as an outsider how a lot of German youth rugby players, rugby is their first love and their only love in sport.
Yes.
And, especially at 1880, I've seen it as a coach that some of the kids, like rugby, you can see it. They were playing it their whole life. It's the only sport that they want to play and choose to play. So that's really nice to see, and that's where it starts. It's just the desire. Of course, you can have a decent coach. You can have a decent national team to look up to. But at the end of the day, it's about, do you want to come to training at 5 p.m. in the afternoon and get tackled and tackle someone and the list goes on.
No, that's 100% agree. I think we also in recent years we had some very, very good rugby players development here who chose to leave 1880, who chose to leave Frankfurt to go to maybe a little bit of a bigger setup, a bigger school. I think Albert, if don't know his name, it comes to mind, who's winning the Irish school championship. Someone like Rick Bugeaud, who goes to South Africa to a school.
Yeah. Great school, let me add. A great school he went to.
Yeah, he went to your old school. For all the listeners out there, you went to Lyle's old school, I think. But there's many more. I think you have an Edu, who's in Ireland. You have an, what's his name? He was in France. Eddie, who went to France. I think we recently just seeing like individual players who choose to leave to go into like a little bit more professional, a little bigger setup, and developing their rugby skills even bigger.
Yeah,
and
I'm all for it.
Yeah, and I think this will be long term in a couple of years. If you go down the line 5 to 10 years, this will make a huge difference for German rugby.
I think it helps a lot. It lets the players. I think it's easy for a German player to, in the German league, kind of limit themselves, thinking that they are. At a high standard, when the standard's actually low at heart, the league is still developing.
Yes.
And then when they go to another school in another country and see, oh my gosh, actually
everyone plays like this.
And you know what? I'm actually a little bit behind. I actually need to put in some extra graft.
I mean, you look at this game here today. We have the 1880 versus TSV, but I think it's the only real competitive game of this weekend. I think the semifinals was a score of 57-7, and the second game was also in the same ballpark. So this is the only game where it's going to be close, going to be hard fought, and playoffs. Yeah, so that's the difference. And then you have like teams in France and Ireland or whatsoever, South Africa, where it's every weekend there's a game like this. Every weekend you gotta compete, you gotta go.
Yeah, the level of competitiveness is definitely higher.
So I think that's make a big difference.
Yeah,
but we are very lucky to see this final here today. I think it's gonna be a great game for all standards, speaking real. German or South African, Irish, whatever you want to take it.
Okay, let's have a look at the see if we got anything going on in the comment section.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, as of right now, there's not much going on. But yeah, guys, like I said, feel free, leave a comment, even if it's just a little message of support. The boys do watch the games afterwards, and they will hear you and appreciate it, I'm sure. So,
100% agree.
So yeah, feel free to drop your message of support.
Beautiful. We do apologize for the background noise. We are sitting very close to TSV supporters.
We are live. We are live in
and
it. We are live
they
here.
love their trumpets and bells. So if there's any trouble understanding us and you want to speak us a little bit louder over the noise, I think right now it's fine. Feel free to also comment it. We will adjust as needed.
Yeah, currently we have 36 viewers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, for tuning in. We also want to make a little shout out to our cameraman Vincent today.
Oh yes, a national team player.
National team player as well. He's probably the best cameraman in the whole club of 1880.
He's been very focused since he's been sitting in front of us. He's really been watching that camera. So I think we can look forward to a well-documented game.
And here we have the boys from 1880 preparing to go into the change room one last time before the battle begins. TSV just went inside already. The refs are currently eating cake behind us, getting the last carbs in before the game starts.
Yeah, we could actually also talk a little bit about the coaching staff with the under 16s.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, Leo and Daniel, I've actually personally, I went to school with both of them.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, they're both well coached, well educated in terms of rugby IQ knowledge. I have full trust in them. I don't know too much about the TSV coach myself, unfortunately.
Neither.
But you can tell that they are a well-coached side. You can tell that they're a team. You can tell that they're ready for the challenge. And I think exactly the same for the 1880 boys. You can just tell by the way they're walking into the change room from both teams. Hands on shoulders, really nice and tight, really close.
And you can hear the boys in the background. Their energy is ready. They want it. They're ready. Then you mentioned Leon Daniel Wolf. I got to also speak about Tati Losado, the head the head coach under 16s. He's been doing it for quite a few years now. I've personally coaching under 16s as well, and he's doing a phenomenal job of getting these young boys ready and into it.
Overall, as a mix, I think it's just.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but
you're right.
But it's not. We don't starting the clock yet. So, anyways, yeah, he's a very good, especially with like I think under 16s is a tough year to coach. The boys are getting ready for manhood.
It's like your first serious year of rugby. Men's almost like men's rugby.
Yes, that's true.
Under 16, you need to be playing proper phases. You need to be making proper tackles because the boys are bigger now. The boys are bigger now. Under 14, there's still some little bit of development to be done, but under 16, it's almost men's. So yeah, the seriousness is definitely there.
And yeah, here you see Leo Wolf in the picture, sitting ready. You can see he's excited. Toti Losado talking to the team manager Christiane. Also a little shout out to her. It's always
shout out to Christiane.
Yeah,
she's also working really hard, guys.
It's amazing what these parents do in their free time to help the teams out and pitch in and really trying to make all of this happen. Right? It's very very awesome to see.
Yeah.
We're a few minutes away from the team.
Right, I'm excited, hey?
Yes, me too.
I'm actually starting to feel it now.
It's going to be good. I'm going to read out the names from TSV first. It's not going to be in any particular order because the team sheet is off. We're going to start with number 23, Louis Jenke. Number 14, Matthias Ono Neumann. 25, Nicolas Stork-Budja. Number 1, Niklas Bidebashvili. Number 22, Ruben Leon Beira. Number 10, Theodor Bracht. Number 9, Tim Pulitzer. Number 24, Antoine Leon Jäger. Number 16, Ben Bäumel. Number 13, Felix May. Number 19, Hannes Gehrig. Number 11, Julian Emil Gnilka. Number 14, Kian Mokhadam. Number 2, Levin Böttcher. Number 3, Liam John Miskeller. Number 5, Niklas Heising. Number 12, Paul Schweitzer. Number 7, Tim Niklas Nessler. Number 21, Tyler Wingard. Number 6, Sven Sismesjaya. It says me, I'm apologizing if I butcher your names. Number 18, Jan Nelson, Sieve Sunagel. And number 15, Yoshi May. We're going to wait a little for our boys to run out and name them. And I will read them out in any minute. It's currently forming a tunnel on the side to welcome the boys out. Quite a few 1880 supporters, I must say, out here as well.
Yeah, I see one or two of my under 14s there. One or two of the young youth players also coming through to watch the
amazing to see, making a trip down on a Sunday. That's what this club is about.
That's what it's all about, yeah.
And the boys are ready.
Okay, well,
They're lined up behind us. There we have Johann Niedenberger in the picture. He's ready to watch this game too.
Watching a till dog.
all right. Just as we wait for the 1880 boys to run onto the pitch, I'll go through their team lineup. So it's also a little bit randomized, but I have the jersey numbers and the full name. So at number 2, we have Theodore. I think actually with the German names, I might struggle a little bit.
Yes,
I'm fully
I
honest.
do it goes.
Okay,
We
let's
got,
go through it now. Yeah.
Len Dösem, Samuel Funjol, Paul Hennes, with the number 5, Jona Karben, with the number 16, Theodor Kunz, with the number 18, Tilman Niedenberger, with the number 3, Willem van Zandt, with the number 19, Jaron Welker, with the number 11, Patrick Braun, with the number 7, Rafael Castel Branco, with the number 10, Jack Dempsey, with the number 2, Alessandro Giordano, with the number 9, Harry Groom, number 13, David Juncker, with number 14, Timon Özkan, and with number 17, Morten Föger. On the bench, we have with number 23, Samuel Funjol, with number 16, Theodor Kunz, with number 20, Mark Estewickert, with number 24, Yu Hwan Song, with the number 1, Darcy Dam, with the number 15, Adrian Motisi, and with the number 21, Malte Roth. Beautiful lineup. I think this is the strongest team we have.
You could just feel the energy.
Yes, I think the only thing man we're missing is Casimir today. He had a concussion yesterday in the semi-final.
It's actually a pity. We did actually try and go and visit him in the hospital
Yes.
after our game. Only a few visitors allowed at a time, unfortunately.
We wish him all the best. I hope
yeah,
he's
wish
fine,
all
and
the
we're
best.
gonna raise for the national anthem of Germany.
Beautiful moment there for the boys.
And we're so close to the actual kickoff. I am excited, Lyle. How about you?
I just wanted to give a quick shout out there to Big Uso.
Oh.
Saying, let's go Usos. I'm sure they'll appreciate that one there.
100%.
From the under 18, I'm sure.
I don't
know. Anyone there?
Also, thank you, Michelle and Master Sam Ray.
Thank
Wishing
you
the
very,
boys
very
good luck.
much for the comments. We do appreciate it, and I know the boys do as well.
Don't happen to see the coin toss. I think 1880 is kicking off.
The
But-
calm before the storm.
Yes.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, bitte, ja. Let's go. Both
Let's
teams
go,
are
boys,
fired
let's
up.
go.
I think they look ready. I think we are in for a treat. It's a lovely day for
gonna
rugby,
be a
and
real
we can't
game.
wait to get it kicked off. I was mistaken. TSV is kicking off to 1880 in black and red. TSV in blue and white. And there's an energy in the air, electricity. The ref is about to start the game. And we are a high ball deep into the half of 1880.
Good
take. Good take.
Good take. By the number 7.
Ball is stolen, but the rock was formed already. That's a penalty by 1880.
All right, easy exit here for 1880.
Yes, that was a good, strong start by TSV, but player was too excited. Ruck was formed already. And we are looking at
Here comes the ball.
Here comes the ball
On the
right to
roof.
us. Watch out, camera. Oh, it missed us just. Yes, now we are looking at a line out on the own 22 for 1880. The first line out of the game.
Yeah, first look at the 1880 attack for the final.
100%. Taking quite long to throw. Big huddle before. Let's see if it pays off. They execute. Little switch move. And it's stolen by TSV. They're on the forward movement now.
And they straight onto it. They are reacted really well to that turnover.
There's Big Mac when you see him. Great tackle there. Double tackle on the number 1 of TSV. They're playing it out wide quick. Hard line up. Another good tackle by 1880. Another great hit there by Paul, now number 8.
But it's a well-organized attack from TSV. Trying to get around the outside.
Hit. I think their ball should be gone. No, it cleans it out. So far, the defense by 1880 is solid. That was another big hit by Ball.
It's a great defensive start, I must add.
They're not making any meters. We're building phases here.
The TSV boys are looking very organized on attack, especially their forwards.
A big overlap on the outside. But the man doesn't play it. He's still on the 22 of 1880 now. Another switch back. Nice fended over by TSV there.
Nice
and he's making it through.
Oh my gosh, what an offload.
That is a great start for TSV.
That was a that's the ideal start.
Yes. There was great face building. That was hard to stop. I think that they did their best to stop them there, but
there was a
really
lot
good.
of phases. Hello, Casimir. There were a lot of phases there. They were going from coast to coast, and eventually they found the space on the outside.
Great speed of ball. They did well there to suck them in with the big forward carries and then playing them out wide and scoring that ball.
And that's what it starts with. 1 or 2 big phases from the forwards, and then you go wide. The space is on.
There was good, clean rugby, I got to say.
I must, yeah.
Now we just have to see how 1880 responds. It's going to be their kickoff now.
Yeah. Great start.
And
there,
he
TSV.
pushed it through as well. We had a score of 7-0 to TSV. But this game is still long to go. I think our 1880 boys is just about to recover now.
Let's see how they react.
I think it started with the bad execution of the standard there. The lost line out put TSV in a very good attacking opportunity in the first couple of minutes. So we look how they respond now. A deep kick by our 10 Jack. It is taken well by the TSV player.
Hit him.
And he breaks the tackle. Is now outside the 22. TSV still in possession outside their own 22. Another big forward carry over the gain line.
Yeah, positive carry there from TSV.
And they kick it deep into the half, which is straight out. That is very good for 1880. We're just outside that TSV 22 now to have an attacking platform.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there just from the TSV player there with his kick.
It's a very poor kick straight out. It wasn't even close. We really hope they execute the line out now to then have the counter punch for the draw. Again, 1880 take a long time to set that line out.
Little huddle before the line out.
I think we're going to look at them.
But I must add, they definitely brought the intensity that first few minutes with the defense. It's looked
100%.
good, nice low chop tackles. But I think they just need to hang in there a little bit longer and be patient.
A little bit more organization in the defense.
They have to hang in there. They have to really hang in there.
We have to execute. Most important thing, executing the standard here now. And they got the ball. Beautiful line out. Nice mode setup. And they're on the forward movement. They're on the forward movement. They're still pushing. And it's collapsed. There should be a penalty for it. No, it's not collapsed.
The ball has been turned over. I think maybe the ball didn't exchange to the back of the driving ball very well there. I see the lock came up with the ball in his hand still. So
that could be correct. For me, it looked like the prop of TSV was collapsing that more, but the referee is the one who's making the decision. So we're looking at a scrum right now for TSV outside that 22. There's a little break. I think there's an injury on our prop, Willem. He's shaking his hand. Yeah. But there's a great start to a German Championship final with a nice score from TSV. Frankfurt now in their own half of TSV, and we hope they can turn over that scrum.
I'd love to see some phases from the Frankfurt forwards, from the boys, just in the beginning of the game, get going.
100%.
Just see the ball moving forward.
I think this is also a very important moment here, the first scrum of the game. I think you as a forward, you will know how important it is to show dominance here and show who's boss. And we see how this goes.
I mean, in high school, my coach always told me that the forward pack is the machine of the team. Without the forwards, the backs weren't able to score the pretty tries. You need the forwards to do the hard work first, which I have to say the TSV forwards have done a great job from the beginning.
I agree.
Just to get there.
And we're back in the game. TSV with a good scrum. They got the ball back. They exit not too well. It's right in the middle of the pitch, right to our 10 jack. They'll put it up deep for a 50-22 opportunity.
Mark taken.
The TSV player marks the ball in their own 22. Resets the game.
I think TSV have started the game with a statement. They do not want to play in their half, which is fair enough.
That's a good strategy,
Get rid
I
of
think.
it. Get out of here.
And it's a good exit just above the half, outside the 10 of 1880. So now, I think I would totally agree. I think the game plan here is not to play in their own half. He puts it back in 1880, puts them under pressure to attack now from a far position. And we really hope they can execute their standard better now, 1880, so they
We're
can
going to
get an
have to see
attacking
some
platform.
really good line speed from the 1880 boys now.
We finally need to attack. I think we hadn't had a chance to actually play our phases yet, so it's a nice lineup. We win it. He takes it up, and we have the game on. Nice move. They're playing it up. Great hands. Goes Tillman on the move. He broke the tackle.
What a
beautifully.
carry there by
He goes
Tillman.
right through.
Niederberger.
Tackler's not releasing there if the ref, but he doesn't see it that way. Support wasn't there. Ball is turned over to TSV.
Oh, turnover ball.
And we're looking at a tackled outside.
Yeah, it's just a pity losing the ball there in the ruck.
100%.
We have to make sure,
The
especially when there's a
support
little bit
has
of
to
a
be
line
there.
break. Yeah, you need to have the support guys there.
But I do think the tackler there should have released a little bit quicker. He didn't really give a chance to the supporting player to get in there. The ref didn't see it their way again.
But great carry from Tillman. Wow.
A beautiful. He made him look weak, the tackler.
There's some power in those little legs.
100%. He made him fall to the ground like a little...
Good genes, I heard.
He's not wearing jeans right now, so... 1880 is in possession right there.
Nice.
They're going to have one carry out the back. Looking for a little...
Okay, cross kick.
Didn't go with the top cross kick.
And the bounce.
It's unlucky.
18, whose ball is that?
It's TSV ball right there.
Ball.
That is a risky move to do a crossfield kick in their own 22.
I think 1880 would profit maybe a bit more with also not wanting to play in their half. Also getting those long kicks just with good chase lines, I think would be...
I'd agree. I think it's a very risky, dangerous move to do a play like this in the own 22 because, as it turns out now, TSV has a great attack opportunity.
Another one, yeah.
And we see how they executed before, so see how this goes. They
Another
win the
good
line
line
out.
Solid carry there.
Great carry there. Good support.
The hands, I must say, have been almost
Phenomenal.
perfect from TSV.
They are working forward. It's a good carry as well. I gotta say, it's ridiculous the stamina of these old people next to us with their horns and belts is outrageous. That's a beautiful play on the outside.
TSV's
but luckily it's a forward pass.
Yeah, the supporters of TSV are definitely very, very good and very vocal today.
It's not very
supporting
vocal,
their
I gotta
team.
say. It's just making noise. They're not doing anything. They right next to us just blowing their horn and ringing their bells. But whatever makes them happy, it's their own home ground. They can do whatever they want.
True that.
For me personally, I'd enjoy a little bit more chanting,
It's
more
nice to hear
actually
the 1880
cheering.
fans on the other side coming together.
Let's see, we have a few cheerleaders.
It's a solid
Big
push forward by
scrum push by
TSV.
TSV.
But it's a
Frankfurt
penalty.
scrumming offsides? What?
I think he's showing scrumming in. It could also be the safety rule of under 16s here that they have to stop pushing after 1.5 meters.
It was a big push by the TSV forward back. A big group of boys. Big group of boys.
A decent kick by our 10. We're still in possession now, 1880 on the line out. So far, they're 2 out of 3 lineouts, 1 of their own. Let's see how we're moving on. I think 1880 showed great promise there with their attack there. That move looked clean. It looked nice. We made nice, good meters. And if we fix the support there, I think we got it. And another switch movement in the line out. Beautiful line out right there. And
That was
we
a
look at
clean
deep
line out.
kick over the top. Timo is chasing
Nice.
hard.
Oh, was that a late tackle on this fly off there? What happened?
Oh, we were looking away.
I see there's a player down on the floor. It was Jack Dempsey. Oh, he's
Yes,
back up.
but he's back up. I think it was a late hit. I think you're right.
Seems to be okay. Seems to be okay.
It is a fatal mistake by the TSV player. I don't know who it was, but now we're looking at a penalty on the 22.
It's a good attacking opportunity for 1880 here.
The same fans next to us who are just blowing their horns are now upset about the call from the referee. Personal opinion, absolutely right call. Late hit.
Yeah, guys, just want to echo again. Feel free to leave a comment, message of support for the boys, whether it's TSV or 1880. Yeah, it is appreciated.
Now 1880 is a great opportunity to put some points on the scoreboard. Line out right on the 22. The Launa looked very good the last 3 attempts. Oh, trick play goes wrong.
Len
Snowball
manages
did,
to grab it, but knock on.
but it was a little knock on.
Knock on there by the number 8 of Frankfurt.
Look at another scrum here. TSV will most likely want to exit here.
Frankfurt.
I think for safety reasons, the ref blew up the scrum there. He's going to reset it. Still TSV in possession. We're going to have another scrum. But I got to say, 88 is doing well, keeping in the game. It's just a few little too many unforced errors that's keeping them away from scoring right now. And
Yeah, I would love to see some more phases, I think. They need to do a little bit better to keep the ball, I think. The
I
1880
agree,
boys
yes.
and get some phases going. Get past the gain line, and from there onwards, I think it'll open up.
And TSV is exiting deep. It's not out. Jack is caught the ball. He's looking to attack with his number 15 foot. Inside ball goes to the ground, but Timo still has it. Very isolated.
Tillman's
They're
done
playing
well
their
there.
hands out wide. Now it's open. Down on the ball. He doesn't get the off all the way. Ball is open play.
Open play. He sees some space.
Jack is
doesn't
going
go
right
for
to the
it.
middle. The ball is there this time. And it's fallen out, but we're going back to the knock-on by TSV first.
No advantage. But yeah, I'd like to see some clean rucks as well. Some more cleaner ruck, more efficient ball there from the scrum off, for the scrum off.
Yes, that's 100% true. I think 1888 shows great capability, but just doesn't execute well enough on the basics to actually go forward for longer phases. Something that TSV showed very, very good class in before.
Yeah.
They hold the ball for, I think, 7, 8, 9 phases before going the first try. So we will be another kick option deep into the half of TSV. Number 14, Timo on the chase. Number 24 is stepping from TSV. He breaks the tackle the first one. He breaks the
Carry
second
there
one.
by the 24.
Booby does well there, bringing the man down. Another hard hit here.
I like the tackle height there by
There's
Len.
a
Great
beautiful
tackle height.
tackle. PSV exiting. Another kick that's not out.
Here's the danger man. The danger man, Tillman.
He always is always looking. He's breaking the line.
And he's breaking.
He's on the go.
And he's
right
through.
Good tackle here.
Just had one hand on him there.
But there's another turnover by TSV. Another harsh call, I'd say so. Go on. Yeah. Another harsh, tight call, but I gotta say the support is a little late there. And
I think what happens there is a little bit of ball watching. I think when you see a player breaking the line, sometimes we don't think, let's run with.
yes,
And I think this is something we should focus
that's
on.
definitely killing any game right now.
Yeah. The support lines, support players. Everybody has a role. Everyone has a job on the field.
Now we're looking at a line out from TSV. We would love to see 80 steal the ball here. Jaron goes up, but it's clean for TSV. The player now won a big boy number 4. We've got to
get
a
lower.
couple tackles. Look at the switch play. The side is open. They're having an overlap, and the number 1 is on the run. Our number 2 is
Tackle
on
him
him.
out.
Pretty sure
He's
he's
been
tackled
tackled
out.
out.
That's
Well done.
amazing defense by our boys.
1880.
What a hit by our, I think it's our second rower, Malte, who did that tackle, if I'm seeing correct. No, it was
Try
Theodore.
saving.
It was Theodore Prop. Amazing tackle.
Try saving tackle.
You can hear the fans of 88 getting louder in the backfield. This is an exciting game. I'm very much into it. We're looking, I think, at an injured player from TSV. The guy who's good tackle, the number 1, who is probably Big Mac is down, I think, if I'm seeing this right. He needs attention from the medical staff, and we're looking at a little break.
Yeah,
use
so
this
far
little
it's been a
break
very,
to-
very entertaining game.
100%.
Both sides, I must add.
Saying Simon Rutherford for the support. I think the boys will love these comments and keep him coming. He's actually shouting out Alessandro. Beautiful to see.
South Africans.
And it
South
makes us happy
Africans.
to be able to bring this beautiful game of rugby to all the friends and family and other interested people through the live stream. It's beautiful. And we're back in the game. I think the Big Mac is back up.
Na, wird schimmer. Alles gut.
And we're looking at it's very hard to see from our
It's hard
point of view. There was a penalty for a high
Penalty for
tackle.
1880 out the 22.
1880 again able to survive.
Just another
This
mistake there
onslaught.
from TSV, allowing 1880 to take off a little bit of pressure from themselves now. Hopefully.
But I gotta say, the clearance kick from the penalty could have been a little bit further. The angle wasn't perfect, but now we're still deep in our own half. And I'm gonna call them to try to play here. And they shooting up front.
Good take.
Great take. Great throw. Another
Let's
flat
watch us
ball. Oh,
carry.
main carrier Morton on the run. We're looking at it. They're trying to play here.
They're
Live
trying to
overthrow
go
ball
wide.
on our man
Tillman
Tillman. 2v1
wide.
on the wing.
Okay, the
No,
winger's
winger's on the
gone.
run. He's quick. He's
He
tackled
gets
down.
tackled down.
Great support
Great
this
clean.
time. Our 9 a little bit lacking behind, but we're still on a great platform. This is what we look like when we attack.
This is what we need
want.
from 1880. It's looking great so far.
Now we have a deep kick option.
Let it bounce.
Oh, it's a good bounce.
Bounces in the favor of 1880.
Oh, no, he's
no,
on the
no.
run. Great tackle by Timur. Good support there as well. They're looking at the counter rack.
What a back
Ball
and
is
forth
out.
game.
This is rugby. This is what we want. Good carry, and he's on the ball. Another, good clean break, another offload, but he knocked it on.
Unfortunately.
This is an exciting game of rugby. It's back
What a
and
few
forth the whole
phases of
time.
play.
That was amazing. I think we have a true final here.
This
I
is
think we can hear
about
the
to be a
fans.
game. This is about to be a real game.
It's a pity the music stops when there's nothing going on. So there's not much to actually commentate on.
100%, but it's a pity for 80 they got scored so early in. I think a 0-0 score is more representative of what's actually happening right now. It's two teams on eye height, and I really hope 80 gets back into the game, gets a score in, and then we have a true game here.
How does the TSV first team do in the Bundesliga?
They're doing pretty well. I think they just beaten SCN for the second spot after us, 80. And it's pretty high.
His head was definitely on the wrong
Good hit by a
side.
TSV player. He's blocking the ball there. Good counter ruck, was falling over. He's attacking the 9. He's not allowed to do that actually. The ref doesn't care. The ball is out, but 80 still in possession. Good big carry ball, number 2.
They need to get back into their default structures here.
Swing back, another kick option.
Oh, straight to the player in it.
Oh,
Oh, lucky.
Ref calls backwards Bulldog.
That's kind of
he breaks
impossible.
the tackle there as well. He's on the run on the outside. The fullback Timo making a big good hit. Who throws the ball away. It's a ball out. Huge hit by our fullback 15. There's a little scuffle going on. I think that TSV player was very upset about being hit that hard by our small but furious number 15, Tillman.
In my personal opinion, I reckon that was a knock-on, but we move forward from that.
I think so too.
But great run there by the winger of TSV. Wow, he's got some speed on him. He's got some speed.
He broke the tackle well, I think, on our winger.
They're going to have to shut him down early.
Yes, sir. Now there's a chat going on between the ref and the two captains from the two sides. I think
In a game like this, I think there's going to be more.
100%. I think that's good reffing there to take the teams a little bit back, take the energy out, control the both teams. Even though he had a few questionable calls so far, but nothing major. And so far, I think he's leading the session very good. A little chat with the touch judge.
All his fans.
Nothing major. I think we're going to proceed with a line out for 1880.
Okay.
Oh, it's penalty for TSV.
Interesting
For
call.
pushing someone into touch.
Interesting call.
Very interesting call.
That is, though, however, one thing I quite like about the German officials. It's always safety first. It's a developing sport. Kids are still learning. It's always safety first. They're always looking at these things first. But as an international, you're more than allowed to push someone into touch.
Yes, I
More than allowed.
agree. I also see, with regards to safety first, I think he missed a few high tackles on our part when there was not a straight line out again. Very one-sided mistake.
Great tackle.
Yes, and he was on the board there again.
Patrick.
Oh, there's a knock on by number 1. I think he still felt the hit from before. He wasn't ready. And then the big carry by our number David. Good support this time. And we're looking to attack with the advantage going on. Good clean play, quick play. We have an overlap here right
Nice.
now. Now we're on to
Straightening by
play.
Jack.
We're going through.
Go,
David
go.
is breaking through the line. He's
Offload
another
is
offload
on.
on.
And
Booby, two hands. And we got
Tillman.
on the wing. Good stop it here
Great
by off the
tackle.
ball. Off the ball.
Oh, past the vertical.
And 80's now finally arrived in the game. We're building phases, big strong carries.
Great defense though, however, but TSV, some really aggressive tackles.
Another overpass. We're having allowed a 2v1 situation. Quick wing on the wing again. It's great tackle there, and he's tackled into touch.
Wow.
This
What
is
a
good.
defensive display from both teams.
Yes, sir.
From both teams.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that
Hopefully-
few fans come here just to blow a horn and ring a bell all game
It was
long.
actually banned from the 2010 World Cup.
It was, yes.
The
The
vuvuzelas.
vuvuzelas. Fun fact. It's
Fun
true.
fact about that. My country hated this instrument.
Yeah, it was just. I think it was also for the players in the stadiums. I think here's not that drastic, but in the stadiums it was.
I think
very hard to. Yes, another knock on. The referee doesn't see again. He calls backwards. They have a huge overlap here on the outside. TSV. What is the 880 defense doing? He's doing well, covering it, and he's going to tackle him here. Big hit by David. He
Great
does
carry
well to
as
stay
well by
up.
the 24. Linesman keeps his flag down, of course.
Another big dominant carry. He's on the ball.
And
He steals the
knock
ball
on,
there.
well done, 1880.
He doesn't see the knock on though. He just sees it as a whatever.
no flag raised by the linesman, but it's all good. We move from it.
And Willem is on the run. Big boy. Tekla's not releasing there. Now we're playing 88. Another good carry by Len. We used to do a chip kick. But I personally think wasn't a perfect decision there. I think it would have been better to play out wide, use our quick winners, and get points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think definitely that's the approach, trying to beat them out route.
It should be last action. We're just getting from our technical staff here from the side.
Shout out Johan Niederberger.
Oh,
Shout out
100%.
Johan Niederberger, our technical staff.
I gotta say, except for the first 5 minutes where TSV scored their try, 8 and 80 is definitely on the steering wheel. They want to score. They're pushing forward. It's just not quite enough right now.
This would be the perfect time for a try, just before
Oh.
half time. Would be great.
That is 100% true.
The supporters are loud. They're cheering their boys
That
on.
would be the perfect momentum change
Great line
now.
out. Play.
No, we hands on. Tillman just drops it. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate knock on there by the young man.
These fans on the side of us are very, very weird. They only blow their horns and then they yell stuff into the game.
It's all good. Hopefully everyone watching can still hear us fine. But if not, yeah,
Let us
please bear
know.
with us.
I want to read another few comments here from Chris R. Hitting a few hearts. Thank you so much. Super 80 and Oliver Joe, our president and sponsor, wishing the boys good luck. And Connor, let's go Theo. We are back in the game. A big strong carry by TSV. They have space out wide.
They have space, they have numbers as well. Oh, shoot up. Great defensive
Dempsey.
awareness there by
The
Jack
88 boys are
Dempsey
in the
to
fight.
shut down the attack.
I gotta say, the defensive work from 80 has been amazing. That's a
Wow,
big
what
hit.
a hit.
They're physical. They are dominant.
They really want this.
And there's another mistake. It goes backwards though this time. Ooh, they played out wide. And TSV is on the run. Number 10 goes. Pretty sure there's advantage going on for TSV now. They're playing queer. They did a number
TSV are
9 as well
really
there. Big
playing
hit,
quick
big
ball.
hit. Ball is stolen. But I think we're going back to the penalty of TSV.
Such quick ball from TSV. Quick attack.
High penalty for high tackle we have here. They're gonna go for a line out. And we're gonna look at the last action of the game with a great opportunity for TSV to score again. The TSV supporters are getting louder here next to us. They have the home turf advantage. And they're sacking the ball
Driving
beautifully.
more.
Pretty sure they've stolen the ball there. And there's another
Penalty.
penalty for TSV. For whatever it is.
Is it a short arm or a long arm?
Crossing, and they're playing a quick tap. For that ball
Back
back
into the phases.
Great stoppage by 80 there, though. That's a mole falling to the ball. Mole's coming out wide now. They're playing the quick option. Great
Hopefully
defense.
Quick fold there by 1880.
They're
I
man
must
on.
say, the work rate on defense by 1880 has been something really to admire.
Phenomenal. That's a crossing right there if you see it. We have to steer their way. And the hands on.
Great hands there by the prop, front row prop. Front row
another
prop
score by
giving a
TSV.
skip pass. Giving a skip pass, I must say.
It's well played.
That
And
is
we
very impressive.
looking at a score of 12-0 to TSV for the halftime.
It's just a pity the 1880 boys not getting rewarded for their hard work, but I have to say, well done to TSV.
TSV.
Their organization on attack is really quick and really hard to keep up with. The 1880 boys are working hard, but it's really hard to keep up with that speed of play.
And they also capitalized very well on their opportunities. I think they had 3 times in the 22, scored twice. That's a pretty good stat for them.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I'd agree.
Looks like the number 1 of TSV has left the field.
I think it is a half time, so he's getting medical attention. Just looking at the kick from the number 13 from TSV. And he slots it. We're looking at 14-0 for halftime. That was an exciting first half of rugby.
So that's
For
all
this-
time.
This German Championship final. I think if we have a little bit of analysis, I think TSV is playing very clinical, very strategical rugby. And 1880 is just making a little bit too many mistakes on support and passing. So, yeah. This was a very exciting first half. As I just said, the teams are talking to each other. You just probably couldn't see it, but our coach Leo Wolf just had a little chat with the officiating team. So far, I think this is a final like you want to see.
Yeah, I just want to say also thank you very much, Uli, just letting us know that commentary is coming across perfectly fine, even though there's a vuvuzela in our ears.
An unrelentless one as well. I think the stamina is incredible. Actually, if you would see it, the fans are, let's say, between 1780 and they're blowing that vuvuzela like there's no tomorrow.
But I think this TSV under 16 side is definitely the club's pride, I must say.
Yes.
I've heard some great results from them
Yes.
over the season.
And they're very well drilled, a good bunch of young boys. We got to admit it. But I have to say, I think 1880 has a good chance of coming back strong in the second half. I feel like we're going to have a comeback coming. If they fix a few more mistakes, like support, like building phases, and capitalizing on their actually very great actions and very good individual players.
Yeah, they just need to stay in control, I think, yeah.
Then they...
Don't let TSV...
Exactly.
Don't play TSV's game. I think they need to really play 1880's game, 1880 brand of rugby. Otherwise, I think they will really struggle to keep up with that intensity of TSV. They do well to, I think, slow it down a bit.
Yes,
if anything.
I think TSV's biggest strength is the speed of ball and attack. I said their halfback is doing very well.
Very well.
Bring it out quick. Support is there. But then on defense, I think they're not.
I think 1880's got the better in terms of defense display. I'm very happy with the 1880 line speed, but they could do with more positive tackles also.
Yes. But I think on attack, 1880 has an advantage over the defense of TSV if they would keep the ball a little longer, play a little bit more phases, and get through once and then twice.
Boys are looking very motivated still.
I think this game is far away from over. We have a lekker second half, like the South African would say.
A question actually from Connor. Why is 80 not going into the change room? I think it's just because the boys are ready. They're on the field. They quick chat from the coach. They know what they need to do. They know the job that needs to be done. No need for any drama going to the change room. I think maybe the TSV coach is more wanting to have a chat in private from his boys. But for 1880, there's a job to be done. No need for any extras. We just need to focus on the job at hand.
I think also the TSV changing room is in a prime position right next to the field, right next to the exit, and 1880 has a little bit of a longer, not a massive long way, but a little bit of longer way to their changing room, and I think it was just a decision of showing them we're ready, showing ready to play. I think the boys are keen.
They're looking keen. There's just Daniel Wolf there in the middle of the field. Water boy slash
Med-
tea holder
slash physiotherapist
slash physiotherapist
today.
slash first team player
Yes,
and national team
team player.
Daniel Wolf.
What a man, what a myth, what a legend.
What a man, what an athlete. Daniel Wolf.
He's the dream of every
Got a little smile. We got a little
every
smile
woman
from
in
him.
the world, and the TSV is just now re-entering the pitch. Here's a quick half. It looks like the teams are ready before the referees.
Yeah, the second half is going to be very interesting to
I
see
think,
who wants it more.
I think the start of the second half is going to be make or break for 1880. They need to come out here scoring within the first couple of minutes, and otherwise it's going to be very hard to come back. I think a 14-0 against TSV is still beatable, but
Yeah, definitely still anybody's game. Whoever wants it more.
100%. I think, yeah, we need to score here within the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, TSV will be able to hold us out for too long. But I have full faith in the capability of 1880. And the second half is on. Du musst nochmal 25 eingeben. Hast du es gemacht? Deep kick. TSV is looking to play it.
Oh,
Ball on the
bad
ground.
pass.
and
If
a
not, maybe even forward.
nice
no?
grabber kick.
Let's see what
But
Jack...
it's a great platform
Jack
for
that
1880.
line,
Jack is
Jack.
attacking right there. He's
There we
stepping the
go.
first defender, offloading it to our winger. He's on the run. He's going.
Let
Let's
him go. Cleaners. Hopefully the support players get there on time.
I think he's on. He's there. See TSV from the
Perfect.
side. This is
Just
a
the
great
time.
start by 1880. We're just looking at.
I need to see a little bit more drive into the contact. I'd like to see from 1880. It looked a
there's-
little bit flat-footed there from the boys.
And that one was completely isolated. There was no support. There's the right call by the referee for holding on.
I just want to see that same hunger, you know?
100%. I think everyone is eager to run, but no one is eager to ruck, and this is going to kill the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty poor exit there by the TSV kicker. Only a couple meters. Still looking. TSV still looking to
all you
play
really
their own
need
half.
anyways. It's all good.
But 1880 looked ready to play there. It was unfortunate the ball got turned over, but this is the statement they wanted, and they just need to capitalize here now with the line out. Hopefully they'll win it over.
Yes, Nicholas. Hopefully there's a big comeback on the way from the 1880 boys. Just checking that comment section. Feel free, guys.
On the
Please
run,
really
oh, it's a
leave the
great
comments.
defense. It's forward
Or
pass
maybe a
for
forward
sure.
pass.
The ref doesn't see it at all. TSV with a mean line break right into the half of 1880. They're playing it quick again. That's a great play.
Oh,
right
line
through the
break
middle by the
again.
big man.
1880 really need to make these first-time tackles.
Big skip over to the big player.
Looks like a mistake, maybe there, knock-on or something.
It's a penalty
Knockdown
for
from one of the
knockdown.
1880 boys. That's such an unfortunate penalty to give away, especially in your 22.
And
So
also
close to
say
the
there
end
was a
zone.
few blind eyes by the refs there in the attack phase, but that's how it goes.
At the end of the day, that's the linesman's responsibility. He really needs to pick
Oh,
up that
100%.
flag and help the ref, make his job easier.
100%.
Because he's got the view from the sideline. He can really
we
help
saw
the
it. He
ref.
must have seen as well. But
Yeah, anyways.
we're now looking at a great attack opportunity for TSV on the 5 of 1880. That's just how they scored last time, right before the half. Can only hope and believe in the capabilities of these 1880 players that they're going to stop these boys now, turn it over, and change the momentum again.
Great attacking opportunity here for TSV.
Loose, ball is loose.
Oh,
Ball is down again.
Too many
Another
mistakes.
scramble ball. TSV still in possession, outside the 22 of 1880. And he's still on the go. They're
just
playing
can't-
out wide now. Big number 4 again. Big collision there with a positive carry from TSV. Playing out wide now. Number 30 on the run. He is stopped.
Great
Knock on.
tackle, knock on.
No one saw. 1880's possession. Our number 9 is looking to kick. He's getting stopped right on the 5.
A tackle without the ball as well there, I see, on the 1880 winger. But also not called.
And it looks like our 10 is down. A lot of scrambling stuff. The referee's having a word with the TSV players. No card, unfortunately, or fortunately if you're a TSV supporter.
It's a very interesting little sequence of play there.
100%. I think there was lots of things happening.
The pressure, the boys are definitely feeling the pressure today from both sides. I mean,
yes.
it just shows there in that line out, the scrum off, from the lock to the scrum off, that execution, unfortunately, maybe feeling a bit of the pressure.
Yes. But we look at our tennis sadly down. Can only hope he's ready to play on. He's a very key and important player for us. It doesn't look too serious, but you could never know. And we're back into play.
Seems to be that the fly of Jack Dempsey's all right. Just kicked that penalty into touch.
The ball is getting loud. As much we like to hear, but it only means that the TSV Lerma gonna go again with their infamous chants of Löwen, their club animal. And the ball is loose. We're still in possession of 1880.
They still have the ball, 1880.
High kick.
Jack. Up and under, contestable.
The
TSV
pretty
player
sure the knock on. He just shows backwards as well. He clearly doesn't know. It doesn't matter where the man stands. He just has to. Nice little chip kick. There's number 4's on the run. He's breaking loose. Collision there. I'm pretty sure our number 8 is on there. And we're looking at a penalty to TSV.
Quick take
That
there by
is
the prop.
insane. They're playing with advantage, TSV here.
And he
He's breaking the
goes
line. He's
himself.
through the middle. And that's a
Straight
score
through
for
the
TSV.
line. Great line there by the center.
Very nice.
And you know
I
what?
mean,
It goes back to the quick ball from the scrum off,
Yes.
Keeping the ball moving, not waiting for the 1880 players to set. It's really helping his team do well. It's
yes,
really
indeed, they're
helping
well.
his
They're
team beat
breaking
them
the
out
tackle,
wide.
going right through, lots of space. We're looking at 19-0. It's an easy kick. It most likely be 21-0. It's getting harder and harder to come back for the 1880 boys, but it's sad to admit. But
The boys really have to dig deep. It's the only way. I mean, they're more than capable.
they
They're
just
more
need to
than
score here
capable.
now. They need to get either get the ball from the kick. Have an instant answer to these attacking waves from TSV, and hopefully they can manage to pull it off.
What happened to Kazi yesterday? It was a head knock, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so too. I'm most certain it was a concussion. How it exactly happened, I can't confirm, but it was quite severe. He had to go to the hospital, and I think he was also throwing up. We did see him here today, so I think he's
He
fine.
is actually around the pitch somewhere here today.
He is fine, and I think our number 10 is just now being subbed off the pitch. Seems the injury was more severe than we thought it would be.
Looks like he's got some strapping around his hamstring area there.
Yes, I
Might be
think so
struggling.
too.
From kicking all weekend, I'm sure. There must be some strain on the legs.
It's going to be interesting to see what the setup here now. We're looking at Tillman, our number 15, kicking off now.
We
He
actually
most
have
likely
a TSV commentator comments there. Paul Schneider says, "Let's
another
go
loose ball. We have a wing
TSV."
on the run. 1880 in possession on the 22 of, and he calls a knock on. That's a interesting call. I'm pretty sure he didn't knock it on at all. But again, he's the man. He makes the decisions, and TSV possession on a scrum now. They're making a few changes as well. They're looking to sub out the number 6, if I'm not mistaken, for number 23. The AA supporters haven't given up yet, and so hasn't the team. I think there's still hope. Big scrum by TSV. Defense line is going up. They're looking to play. Great tackle here by David. Dominant. Hits him hard.
Great tackle technique.
He's on the ball. The ref doesn't see it again.
There we go.
And
Finally,
he does see it.
the penalty comes.
And now we're looking at a great opportunity to attack. 1880 has to score from this. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard to come back. Tillman with a nice kick. just
I think
inside
he
the
could have wanted
22.
maybe a little bit more meters, but yeah, that's all you need in the 22.
And I also think he made sure, he wanted to make it sure he's not our usual penalty kicker. So we another swap here as well. I think Samuel, the number 23, is in for...
I think he came up for Jack, no?
Maybe for... I think it is Jack.
It might have been Jack that he came
I think
on
it
for,
is Jack,
looks like.
yes.
Jack
Yes,
Dempsey.
Tillman swapped to number 10. Timo swapped to fullback.
I'd love to see Alessandro get the ball a bit more. Hopefully, yes, toward the end.
That is true. We haven't seen
Haven't seen too much from
too
him.
much of him, sadly. Not of his own fault, just it's pretty much it's an overthrow. PSV player on the run. He is nice offload. He's gonna call and forward pass finally. He sees one.
TSV are really just letting themselves down here. I mean, I think the scoreboard would actually be a little bit higher, and I hate to say it, but they've made some mistakes.
I hate
in
you to say it
areas.
as well.
They've made some mistakes in areas that
think,
has really let them down, I must say, and changed the momentum of the game.
But you can say the same thing about 1880. I think 1880, especially the first off, had some great attacking opportunities, and then just by one small error on the trick play line out, on the no supporting, 2 turnovers.
Game-changing moments, however.
100%. And I mean, it's a small mistake, but it costs you the game. Now look at the pick from Len.
Nice pass by Len.
Sign that here. Tillman is on the run. He's through the
Tillman.
middle. He's getting stopped right on the 22.
He's always making meters, I must add, from Tillman. He's carrying really hard this game.
Big carry ball, number 2.
South African.
Tacklers, and it's another turnover.
Of course.
Another no support. I think it's another very harsh call. I think the tackler,
it's one of those
the
things.
support player there from actually coming in on time. It should have been a no rolling, but the ref doesn't see it that way, and he's the ref, and I'm just here commentating.
It is something that I also myself, as a coach with my under-14s, was getting quite frustrated with the officials. But I'm not really quite sure how it works here in Bundesliga. But the stealing, I feel like it's the refs are very on the Steelers side, where normally the ref's against the Steeler because he's actually slowing things down,
yes,
and he's not always right. So normally refs are more against the Steeler, but I feel like here the refs are more rewarding of a Steeler, of a fetcher, which is actually surprising. Knock on.
Big
Another knock
there.
on.
Another handling error by TSV. I think it's the 3rd one in a row within the first phase. So you heard him. Just to add on your point, I think I 100% agree. I think the time the Steelers so far spent on the ball was very short for the ref to blow the whistle. And also there's often a TSV tackler in the way for the supporter, so on the ground, so you can't really enter quick. What it should be after the new laws should be not rolling away, because the first defense is not rolling away, stopping the supporter
Off your feet in an offside position.
Exactly.
No
stopping
steal.
Stopping the supporter from coming in. It's sad to see an 80 supporter to see 80 be done by with this. Look at a little kick over the top. Patrick on the chase.
Backspin.
Ball's going to bounce out.
Who's in the back? No one in the back.
No one in the back.
Tillman.
And he's on the run. He's running sideways over the whole pitch.
All the way around.
It
All
pays
the
him
way.
off. He's open, but he's
They're still
just
going.
stopped outside of 22. Big fan, nice offload with the backhand.
Yes,
Good take
David.
here.
Great tackle.
Another kick here. There's no one there. The chase is on. Bounce lucky for TSV, but Timo's on the run. He's going through. He's broken on the outside. He's playing. It's an inside ball for
Tillman's
Tillman.
ball.
He's being stopped. And now we're looking to play. Quick ball by 80. He's on the run. Big boy Morton. Another one. Where's the tackler? Where's the tackler? It's not rolling.
Sides.
Here again. We're looking at a turnover again. This is killing.
That's okay.
Aiden, there was a clean take.
Tackler was more than early out of there.
I 100% agree. That was a
That
clean
was perfectly
turnover.
fine. Perfectly normal call by the ref there.
That
I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea,
No,
because
that
we
was
were
100%
speaking
spot on.
about it just now.
Credit where credit is due. That was
Yeah.
a clean turnover.
Clean.
No support there, not enough work on the ground, and he was just quick there. Very well done.
It was actually the tackle was actually made by, I think it's the number 17 of TSV, and he did really well to get on his feet and just get out of there.
Yes,
Which,
yes.
I
Just like
admired.
he would have heard us.
Yeah.
Still looking at a score of 21-0 for TSV. It's getting harder and harder for 1880 to have a comeback. We have our number 3 down again. Looks like it's a little bit more serious. He looks, you only see his back, but it looks like there's quite a bit of pain. We only hope the
South
best for him.
African, I think.
I think so
for
too.
him, no?
I think we can only hope he's all right.
Yeah, the boys have really left it all out there on the pitch.
He's back up. He's leaving the field. We're going to applaud his performance here today. Gave his body for the team, and
Interesting. Yeah, thank you very much, Nicholas, for bringing these comments through. He says, yeah, the team's improved a lot if you look at the last game against TSV.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I think we've been beaten big scores against TSV. Looking at 50-0, 60-0 scores, and this is a tight competitive game today here. While we're talking, we see TSV on the run. Oh, great
A
tackle
strong carry,
here.
though. Really strong carry from that TSV. Look at the number. It looks like one of the number 7 from TSV. Really strong carry. Wow.
I'm pretty sure Eddie is here on the ball. The ref doesn't see it again. It's very one-sided. Big carry
Another
here.
strong carry from TSV.
Positive over the gain line. Quick ball out. Little chip. Oh, it was
Oh,
blocked by
Andy ball by
Len. He's on the
Len.
run. He's being stopped by the
Jumps
fullback.
into the
Where's the support?
tackle.
No, it's turned over again. And then again, that was a great turnover. He accepted to fall. He didn't work back. And that was...
Yeah, I think it's just that off the ball work, your movement off the ball, it's so important. You see your teammate run through the line, you need to go with.
But I think also here the ball carrier head could have done a little bit better. He fell, was a big, good, strong tackle, and he fell, and he accepted to be before the way he fell. And
I think our head coach is the one who's actually, Byron Schmidt's always saying it's that extra 1% in
And
the contact.
the
that you
tackle's not
pump the
over
legs.
after you tackle. You have to turn, get the ball far away as possible from the defender.
It also
And-
buys you some time to stay on your feet for the supporters to get there.
Yes, sir. So the lineup of TSV here now. It's interesting momentum shifts here back and forth the whole time. Doesn't really overthrow by
overthrow.
TSV. 8080 is on the ball.
Knock
But
on.
he says knock on by TSV, even though 1880 was
Would have liked to see the advantage a bit more
yes,
there.
was in possession there. Interesting call, but we're here to watch.
So
not to ref.
80 balls, so hopefully they can do something here. It's a great
We would
attacking
love to see
opportunity.
80 score here. That would be would be good to see them reward themselves. Free kick for 880. Quick tap by our number 9. He plays it out wide to Tillman. The ball's going out to the wings.
Alessandro
Now
now.
Alessandro's on the ball. He's going and a big
Supporters
contact
are
here.
there.
Tacklers
The
again, not
tackler's
rolling.
offside. No call on the ref.
Ball's on the wing, outside for Samuel. First touch of the ball. And
Players off their feet.
There's another-
Penalties
yeah.
given, not releasing.
not releasing from the tackler. And we're looking at the lineup for 1880. Another rather short kick from our fullback Tillman. But now we're in the half of in the TSV half. Would love to see 1880 score here.
So far, it's been a really consistent, I'd say, performance from the TSV boys. They started well, and they're finishing still the same intensity, running onto the ball, carrying hard, aggressive tackles. But I think the 1880 boys are really giving it their all. They're really, really trying to get some points.
Nice line of 18, setting up the more. TSV has committed. They have to, and a big push back.
Great push from TSV boys.
Number,
Ref says use it once.
number 3 is off. With broken loose.
Play more.
Now we're looking to play Tillman on the run.
Little
Another
nudge
kicking
in his
option.
hands.
Oh, he
Great take.
loses his forward, sadly.
Unfortunately, losing
And he's
the
also down. I
forward.
think he hit his head. He doesn't look alright. He looks a little bit concussed. I think
Might have
he
gotten a head knock there.
I think so too. I think he has to get subbed off. That doesn't look too good. He looked a little loose on his feet. It's another kicking option by 1880. I'm tough to say it's the right call there. It was close. If he would have called it, I think it would have been a great attacking platform.
I can understand it. I think it's because we are struggling to get past that gain line, and maybe they're trying to get in the back and put them under pressure, but it's all about the chase line.
I gotta say, I disagree. I think every time we played a few phases, we actually made good meters, and we could have kept the ball for a little longer. We maybe would have scored here. Number 14, our player, Timur, is just leaving the field. He looks like he would have head knock or something. It's the right call here. Player safety first, and he had a hell of a game. We're grateful for his performance.
Yeah, he had a really great game. Really hard work rate.
We're looking at Max with number 20 here on the wing. Very strong player. And we're hoping to see him shine.
You're just seeing Leo Wolf there. Also one of the coaches. Looks like what? Jack Dempsey back on the field.
For a head knock concussion.
Jack Dempsey
Swap
back on the field
in,
there.
it's fully legal.
Oh no, Jack is actually going into the, looks like fullback maybe position.
We're looking at, yes, exactly.
Defending in the back. Oh.
We're looking just under 10 minutes to play. Gotta say, the hope is dwindling, and 18 is gonna have a comeback. It's getting closer and closer to the final whistle, and
they definitely need to see some points
they
soon.
need to score 3 tries at least to score.
3
to
tries
win.
and a conversion if they
need to win.
want to see it. 1880 ruck speed
There's
too
currently
slow.
nothing happening on the
From
pitch.
Jason.
I don't really know what's happening. The ref is, I think, is talking to the touch judge.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting conversation. We have a comment here saying ruck speed a bit slow from 1880, but I think it definitely comes down to more than just the scrum off. Definitely ball presentation, whether the cleaners have done a good job or not, making sure they quickly get rid of the opposition's hands in the ruck, slowing it down. A lot of things to think about. But yeah, true. I agree.
Nice big push, but he gives a penalty to TSV. Quick play here. And they look at a nice little carry by number 10.
Gotta see a positive tackle.
There's a clean around the neck by number 14 there. Referee doesn't see it. And we look at another knock on the if he doesn't see. And number TSV player. TSV, I think another penalty for TSV for scooping the ball back out of the rack. I think the 80 boys have been hard done by there. There was a few errors by the TSV. It wasn't seen by the ref. But we're looking at a penalty for TSV. They're kicking for touch.
I just feel the 18 have really struggled to kind of get into this game and really build the phases.
Build momentum.
Momentum is the word, yes.
Yes, I agree.
They've struggled a bit.
Something TSV has done a lot better when they had the ball. They played.
They've done
They
well.
kept
TSV
the
have
ball.
done well
They
to keep it going.
hard, great carries by the forwards and then play it out wide. It's very nice.
It's good to watch. It's really nice to watch.
It's very nice to watch.
That's under 16 level in Germany. This is a really high standard of rugby.
We can also hear the Brazilian fans outside actually complaining about live streaming. I think it's a little bit sad. That's the forward pass. Ref sees it, and it's a scrum. I gotta say, the standard for TSV is letting them down in the second half. They've, I think, had 4 or 5 knock-ons within the first phase.
Yeah, they've really given 1880 the opportunity
to actually come
they've
back.
given them the opportunity. They've given the ball away a lot of times.
But 1880 doesn't capitalize. We just have another swap. I think Darcy just came in for Jona, if I'm getting it right.
Definitely. Just our technical support has made a very good point. 1880's defense has really forced a lot of errors from TSV.
That's true.
It's not whether the boys are up for the defensive battle, but unfortunately, just struggling to beat them out wide, struggling to get past the gain line, and just put some points on the board. But you can really admire the defensive effort.
We gotta see here the flankers leaving the ruck before the ball was out. There should have been a penalty for 1880. Ref doesn't see it again. Big hit by TSV. Quick ball. Nice big carry by Len. Tackler again, not moving.
Quick
Big
exit.
over the top. The fullback is
finds grass now.
But he gets it right. He's looking to attack. He doesn't kick it back. Right pass outside to the foul side. They're looking to have an overlap on the wing. They're playing Samuel to the
And
counter
the
tackle.
winger,
And he got
great
a good
tackle.
tackle by Samuel.
great tackle there by Samuel.
Big carry by the TSV. Still on the move. Another quick ball. Playing out wide with big number 7. Out the back. Big overlap on the right. 3 wheels is run. He's on the run. He plays it.
Great hands there by
And he's
TSV.
looking
And
to
what
finish
a
in the
carry from the
corner.
15.
And it was a forward pass.
Oh, forward
Forward
pass there
pass,
called by
no
the
try.
ref.
Great defense, Dussel. That was elite defense. Forced a mistake.
It's just
You hear the
unfortunate there
brother
from
of
the
Tillman
TSV
here.
players there.
Praising his own brother with all right. I think it was a great defense here, forcing the forward pass.
Shout out Jack.
Jack and Tillman.
Other
It
Jack.
is. It would have been a completely different game if 1880 played defended like this, as hard as this in the first half. So far, it's been 0-0 in the second half. I'm not mistaken. 7-0.
7-0 in the second
TSV
half.
scored
14-0
third.
first
That
half.
is right, yeah.
TSV.
Shout out Jack Bijou.
Yeah, I saw. Please, guys, keep that comment section booming. The boys are definitely going to appreciate it. We'll try to do some interviews, hopefully, after the game.
Yep.
If the boys are up for it,
Yep.
we'll try to get 1 or 2 interviews in.
All right, looking at the scrum for 1880 in their own half with around 5 minutes to play. Another shout out to our cameraman Vincent today. I think he's doing a phenomenal job of capturing this.
He's been
Exciting.
quiet and he's been focused.
100%
He's been
agree.
quiet and focused. What we like to see from our cameraman.
Little poor pass there. Little trick play here out the back to the 9. And
Oh, bit of a bullet.
it's an offside penalty now for TSV because the catcher was in front of the player, knocked it on.
I think we should interview the Vuvuzela guy after
That's-
the game.
that'd
I
be a
think
great idea.
his perspective would
He
be
will just blow his vuvuzela right in the mic.
maybe he will.
He has nothing else to say.
Be
But
interesting.
blowing the vuvu. He was also ridiculous.
Looks like they're going for polls here from TSV.
Sorry. Yeah, danke.
One thing.
She had a little kid playing with the Starlink.
Under 12s made it to German Champs final against RK03.
Nice for the under 12s there.
That's beautiful. That's what we want to hear and see.
Also in the finals, Deutsche Meisterschaft.
Looking at the kick from TSV, it's a good kicking opportunity. Around
Right in front of the sticks.
38 meters, right in front of the sticks.
Ooh,
And he
not
hooks
the
it to
best
the
strike.
left.
Yeah, looks like he misses that one, unfortunately.
The ball is still in play, and now it's out.
Yeah, not the best strike. You kind of almost see straight from the kick as soon as he hit it. Maybe wasn't his normal approach.
Another swap at 80. Michael's coming in. He's the commentator from yesterday. He's on the pitch now. What a man. Giving his body for the red and black. A true inspiration. Filling in for Casimir.
Ooh, big drop,
Big long
drop
kick.
there.
And it's a... Oh, he fumbles and still catches it though.
Almost fumbles it there by
He
the
is a juggler part-time.
row.
Oh, good
Oh.
little carry through the middle. He was not held. He's allowed to get back up. Still making meters.
1880 just committing 4 players into that one tackle.
They're playing it out wide. They got numbers. Number 15 on the run. He plays it
Double
on.
keep in.
Nice, big, nice tackle there from David again.
Great
was
tackle,
lane,
lad.
I'm mistaken. But we still
They're
look
really
at
working hard.
advantage. They're playing the hand well. That's a great offload.
Great hands there by TSV.
PSV on the run on the wing.
Offload
Another
again
offload.
for Felix.
And he knocked it on
and he
just
knocks it
on the
Just
line.
that final
That
pass.
is a long advantage in my opinion. Well
The
over 10
scramble
meters.
defense from 1880 has to be admired, though.
Well over 10
really under
meters
pressure.
gained. That shouldn't have been an advantage still.
Really, really under pressure there. TSV, their attack is just so dangerous.
They are.
so dangerous.
They're doing
on attack.
incredibly well staying on their feet. getting an offload off, and always dominant carries. I gotta say, I think there hasn't been many carries that haven't been gone over the gain line for them.
Oh, we have some support coming all the way from Munich, from Karim Nader, sending his support to 1880. Thank you very much for
Thanks,
the comments,
Karim.
guys. Really appreciate it.
You're the reason we're doing this.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
to bring this world-class game to everyone who is interested in it.
Another conversion opportunity here.
And he puts it
He strikes that one
flat
really low.
and over.
But he gets it over, apparently.
No, it wasn't over. Even though the lady raised her flag, the other ref didn't.
Other ref didn't. One flag up, one flag down.
Down.
Not quite sure.
But
Maybe it was out. Maybe
I
that.
think the official ruling is that the outside line touch judge on the outside pole, if it's
Yeah.
undecided, is the right call.
Looks like
Another
22 dropout.
Deep drop kick on the same guy. He catches clean this time, and the big man is on the run. He offloads
Michael
it.
going for it. Great tackle there by Michael, I
Huge
must
overload
say.
by TSV.
Michael's looking very hungry, actually.
Yes. Another is in the tackle there again.
Spacing there on defense from the boys.
And pretty sure that pass will fall again. And he's tackled
Well
out.
done there by
Great
Len.
defense there by Len. And there's a little bit of a scuffle. Well done. I like the heat. I like the energy.
The 1880 boys definitely by no means have given up here. The scoreboard definitely doesn't reflect the effort being put in by the boys. They're really, really giving it their all. It's really nice to see on defense.
Also, thank you, Nicholas Walter, for the comment. Yes, I do agree. The boys do look fitter, look a little bit better in shape. I think overall the improvement of the 1880 team
I can add, the reasoning for that might just be the young man from France, Quentin Mikolot. He's actually taken over. He's our first team scrum half. And he's actually taken over there. He's as the NCC, what? NSC for the under 16s. And making sure that they stay nice and
And we're
put.
looking to play from 1880. That's a great ball placement on the ground. That's what we want. That's how we play quick. A little bit confused where we want to go. Big collision there. Great clean out by Len.
Len
the
wants
fans
it.
getting upset about the roughness. It was perfect. I mean, they're on the run. They're playing well wide. 2v1 on the outside. Samuel Tillman on the
Tillman.
run. He's going with speed. He's going
Tillman.
with pace. He breaks the tackle again. He's still on the move. And it looks like another
For
not
someone of
turnover.
his
Nice.
size to always be breaking that first tackle is really
Now he's
impressive.
playing another break by Glenn. He's aggressive now.
carry
He's
from
still,
Len. He's still
One more
going.
defender.
Nice to hold on to that.
That's a falling over by the TSV player. That should be a
It's okay.
advantage.
We still have
Slowing ball
possession.
down. It's a no, that should be a penalty.
A yellow card if maybe.
I mean, it was a perfect attacking opportunity. He just knocks the ball down, breaks the play. Quick tap there. No 10. Should be an advantage.
Michael with the carry.
Yes, no 10. He sees it.
Not 10. It was good from Michael to take it up to the line real quick.
And now we're looking hopefully for a score from 1880.
Love to see 1880 score
Come on,
now.
Len. You just made a huge man. You can score here.
I would give it to Len. He wants it. Len
He
wants
takes it as well. He walks up to the ball. This is where Legend done that. He taps it quick. He goes hard and deep. And I think he's going to score.
Done there by
What a dominant carry. That's beautiful. And it's a 21-5 now. Hopefully, congratulations. It's a 7.
It's a pity there's no Vuvuzela now for the 1880
Yeah,
boys.
suddenly he gets very upset, the Mutella guy. He's not happy. But I'm pretty sure this game is still in TSV's hands. I think we're looking at 2 minutes, 3 minutes to play.
More or less.
Maybe last action.
Maybe last action. I mean, this is good for them, good for Len, but there's a final whistle.
That's that, guys. That is that.
TSV takes it home, 21-7. I think it was a deserved win to them. Yeah, we can chill.
Time is up.
I think it was a deserved win for TSV.
Hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 players, maybe even the coach, in for an interview.
I think it will
so
take,
stay tuned.
should still take some time. I think they're now
Yeah, could take some time, but
taking
definitely
time
stay
to spend
tuned.
time together. And yeah, let's recap this game. I think TSV did very well in their carries. I think carries and support
This
and
team is
the
ready for
patience.
under 18s rugby. They
Yes.
are ready for the next level. I
But
can definitely say that.
I gotta say, seeing the improvement of the 1880 team over this year, they got so close. 7-21 is a very competitive score. They look good. They looked a few mistakes that stopped them from actually winning this game. And if the curve of improvement is keeping on like this, they're gonna beat this team next year. I'm 100% certain. TSV was a better team today. They did well on capitalizing on their. I think there was 3 or 4 times in the 22 scored 3 times. That's pretty good. That's a pretty competitive advantage to score when you're there. And yeah, they're gonna hold up the trophy today.
Yeah, they're definitely the team that deserved it. They're definitely the champs, as you guys say, the German champs.
The German
They're
champs.
definitely the most deserved German champs.
But yeah, I'm really proud of the 1880 boys. Like you said, they really developed the season well, and I think they've really come closer as a group.
Just to
the
comment
coaching
on
staff.
Fleek fan, TSV always fucks SC 1880. I gotta say, watch one first Bundesliga game, men's, and I would disagree with your weird comment, but it was a great game by TSV. They were the dominant team today, and they deserve to win 100%.
Yeah, this under 16 team is definitely, they deserve the respect all over Germany.
Yes, and it was also it was a team effort. I gotta say, there was not a particular singular player who won them this game.
I would say that as a team, they are
as a team,
very,
they play
very
well.
well coached and just well connected team.
For 1880, this means to get back into the drawing room now, looking at the season, looking at the next season, and figuring out what needs to be done to beat this team next year. Just looking at the TSV celebrating with their fans, well deserved.
Well deserved.
Also, Vuvuzela man still going strong. He loves blowing his horn as loud as he can. While also shaking a bell. I mean, this is a performance by this fan here today. It's incredible.
Multi-talented.
It's blowing and ringing. It is incredible.
That's good.
Just looking at, we're looking at Leo Wolf
Ist schon wieder
having a deep speech with the boys.
3 Tage, ne?
Then the teams are going to meet in the middle now for the last cheers and thank yous, and always a lot of heads down with the 1880 team as expected. I mean, after a game like this, it's tough, but it's also rugby to now approach TSV, come together, give them respect they are due, and
It's lovely to win it on your home field as well, I can imagine.
I bet, yeah.
You know, it's great for the boys.
Looking at the clutch guys, so the officials are about to follow as well. Who did an okay job, in my opinion, today? The officials. I think there was nothing too game breaking,
I think
nothing
as
too
always,
crazy.
As
As
always,
always, there's
is what
gonna be
I will
mistakes.
say, as much as I hate to say it, but I think we could look maybe less in Hessen province, but overall,
Yes.
the refs from the wide, like the Germany as a whole, could be more like just to put a
bit
bigger
more
eye
improvement.
on it. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
more focused on the games, even if it's an under 14 match or a under 8 match. Like just somebody regulating a bit more for the entire country.
Yes.
But I think in Hessen it's done quite well.
It's done
It's
very
quite-
well,
it's
yes.
done
And
quite well in Hessen.
you
I think.
always got to see the perspective. These people and these men and women who are refereeing the games, they're doing it for not a lot of money. They're doing it in their free time. They
And I think
choose
that
to be
actually
out
should
here
change, actually.
and they're doing the best they can, and they make it happen. So you
Yeah.
can always be grateful, but that doesn't mean you can't be critical and have an open mind about the performances. As said today, I think there was a few mistakes, nothing too critical, and TSV won deserved. There was no foul play in the say.
I think
1880 is
880
just
should have
now
done more themselves.
100%. 1880 is just now approaching their fans, thanking them, getting celebrated for a well-deserved second place. Could have been more, yes, but they also played the best they could today.
I was very
And-
impressed with the TSV side as well.
Yes.
Like they
It's a strong side. It
was a
wasn't
really
a,
strong side.
wasn't an easy game. Even though I think 1880, if they would have had a little bit more edge, a little bit more play, they could have won that as well. I think the early score from TSV was a momentum that got in their heads. Lots of kicking play and poor support. I think we had 4 or 5 turnovers in critical situations. It's just not good enough for today.
Not for a final, anyways.
I think we were trying to look to get an interview in. I think the players are currently not in the mood, but understandably, so
We might have to wait.
we might have to wait. Stick around. If there's anyone in particular you want to hear interviewed, maybe comment it. Oh, I see. It looks like I triggered Fleek fan a little bit. He's posting some really nasty stuff in there. It's always good to see. Also, another hate comment here. Love rugby, hate 1880. I really hope you have a good life at home and in front of your computer, being happy with yourself, posting stuff like this. I think it's all about rugby and fun. You should just maybe take a good look at yourself and ask yourself if it's a good idea to post stuff like this on a YouTube channel. But obviously, you're the best. Hope you're having a good life. I don't think you do, but hope you're the best. Wish you the best.
Yeah. I wonder if it was done in German for a reason. Okay, here it comes. All right. Yeah, looks like we might be having these interviews
now.
right now, actually, in just a moment. But yeah, please, guys, let's keep away from the hate comments. I think it's
And
a
the
big hatred.
suicidal threats, kind of harsh. We're just looking at Tillman right here. I gotta move the mic a little.
Let's get the second mic. Yeah, second mic, Franzi.
Take the second mic, a little quick setup here. Ja, wir können gerne auf Deutsch machen. Alright. Hi Tillmann, erstmal Glückwunsch. Geiles
Dankeschön,
Spiel,
Dankeschön.
schön gespielt. Ich glaube, du hattest ein paar richtig geile Aktionen. Vorweg, warum denkst du, lag es daran, dass es für 1880
Ja.
heute nicht gereicht hat?
Ich glaube, wir hatten ein wirklich gutes Spiel. Hohe Intensität, aber am Ende war TSV, glaube ich, die bessere Seite einfach. Also Glückwunsch an TSV.
Ja, schön, dass du sagst. Ich glaube auch, die Physikalität von TSV war oben, harte, direkte Carries. Und ansonsten, wer war für dich, würde sagen, bei 1880 ein Spieler, der besonders rausgestochen hat, der besonders viel gezeigt hat, vielleicht ein Player of the Match, den du vielleicht nominieren
Also
möchtest?
ich fand Big T, was der für Hits rausgeholt hat.
Ja.
Da auf der Seitenlinie wirklich, also ich würde Big T sagen.
Ja, cool, kann ich auch nur zustimmen. Big T, Player of the Match, wunderschönes Spiel. Geiles Saving Tackle, wie du es gerade erwähnt hast, direkt auf der Auslinie. Ja, ich glaube, das Spiel hätte man gewinnen können. Ja, es war nicht unschlagbar. Schade, dass es nicht geklappt hat. Noch eine letzte Frage, bevor wir aufhören. Was glaubst du, woran müsst ihr besonders hart arbeiten im nächsten Jahr, um TSV schlagen zu können?
Also auf jeden Fall an die Rucks. Die sind sehr schnell auf den Rucks. Und das ist, glaube ich, so das Hauptproblem. Und vielleicht dieses Shiften, daran wird es liegen. Aber ich glaube, es war auf jeden Fall eine Verbesserung. Ich meine, das erste Spiel der Saison war ein 60-0 und jetzt ein 21-7. Darauf kann man schon stolz sein. Natürlich gehen wir hier als Verlierer raus, aber es passiert nun mal.
Ja, ey, wunderschöne Worte. Ich glaube, ich stimme dir zustimmen. Vor allem der Support von euch war an manchen Stellen, ich glaube, es waren 5 Turnovers, Penalties. Das hat auf jeden Fall in wichtigen Spielsituationen euch das Genick gebrochen.
Ja.
Aber ich stimme dir absolut zu. Ich glaube, von 60-0 auf 21-7 zu kommen, ist eine Riesenverbesserung. Und wenn die Kurve so weitergeht, schlagt ihr die auf jeden Fall nächstes Jahr.
auf jeden Fall.
Vielen Dank,
Dankeschön.
Tillmann. Trotz der Niederlage hoffentlich könnt ihr feiern, zweiten
Ja, auf
Platz
jeden Fall.
und ich wünsche nur das Beste.
Ja, vielen Dank. Ciao,
Gerne.
ciao.
Wanna go? Alles klar, dann bedanken wir uns. We thank you for watching. It was a lovely time commentating this great game of rugby on both sides. And yeah, I think we're gonna finish now, getting into the ceremony. TSV is gonna get their first place trophy. 1880 second place. I think